Well, no snow in the forecast, but the wind, boy, it's whipping off of Lake Erie and into Highmark Stadium, just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins. Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
Dolphins offense set to take the field, led by Malik Willis, who is getting his chance as the starter after backing up Jordan Love the past 2 seasons in Green Bay.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for HN. 10 carries, 54 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Willis looks to pass it here. Short throw caught by Dulcich. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also kicking one through the post. Well done.
Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down. Now HN on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On 3rd down, HN. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Willis. They set up the screen. HN has it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Now 2nd and 9. Willis. That's quickly to Atwell on the sling. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 2-2 Atwell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense set to take the field, and they always like their chances when Josh Allen is the one taking the snaps.
Easily one of the top quarterbacks, one of the top players in the NFL, finishing the top 5 in MVP voting for the 4th straight season to let you know exactly how great he is. One of the best in the league, just needs one more thing, a Super Bowl appearance, and hopefully hoisting a trophy.
First down. First and 10.
Allen going to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir, but it's going to be second down. You talk about this Miami defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Allen. Flushed out right. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off play action. Allen. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down.
On the draw, this is Davis. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. A look there at how Davis did a week ago. 20 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
The 17-yard line.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Willis looking to throw it. Open man is Atwell, complete. So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Willis. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side here with Davis. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run for it with Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Willis to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, here's Willis. Being chased out left. And he is caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone...
Willis takes a hit, and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. Last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
we went with desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To the air. Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
And the Bills, first down.
Motion man is Shakir. Now Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Jason Marshall on the coverage.
Now Allen again. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That's another Bills first down.
That's caught right side by Palmer. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
17 more yards. That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Another try for Davis. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
A gain of 14. And the Dolphin first down.
Now Willis to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Back to throw Willis. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Devon Achane as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
17.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brent.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
St. Gonzalez to kick off for Miami.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Now Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Allen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Allen now looks to throw. Open man, it's Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And after some struggles on the early drives, this group finally finding the end zone their last time out. Now they'll try to carry that momentum forward here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Willis looking to throw it. Rolling to his right. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Up the middle, Achane. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Ollie Gordon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Willis. Short throw caught by Dulcich. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Back to the ground, H.M. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Down at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Willis. That's complete. It's Bell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. H.M. gets it from the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
H.M. here, they stay on the ground. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they had 4 wideouts in the formation. Many coaches think this is a great look to run out of, but that's only if they're going to block downfield. It's one of those plays that either hits for 30 or sometimes it's stopped behind the line of scrimmage because you don't have the blocking power. This time, the latter was true.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Willis on the sneak. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Malik Willis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17. Gonzalez to kick off for Miami.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick slant to Shakir. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Allen. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
On play action, Allen. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Allen now 6 of 7 throwing it in his 2nd half. He's got a 1st and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And the Bills are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
8 of 6. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bills 24.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception.
St. Gonzalez to kick off for Miami.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Marshall on the coverage.
Here's Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Now 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
2nd and 10.
38-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll get this to Bell.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks. To throw is Allen. And that's complete to Davis. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing, Allen.
The 27-yard line.
That's caught by Palmer.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Allen. That's again complete to Palmer. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 46-yard line.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Allen.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for Bills.
And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Allen.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Chris Johnson. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.